What's going on, guys? Alby with Alby Gonzalez Fitness, and you've seen the title of the video. You know why you're here. How to count macros, aka macronutrients. So what is a macronutrient? It's a type of food, for example, fat, protein, carbohydrates, required in large amounts in your diet. So in this video, those are the three that we're going to be focusing on. We're going to keep it nice and simple. Nobody here, at least that I know of, is trying to be the next Mr. Olympia. We're just trying to get in shape and make those gains. So let's go ahead and talk a little bit here about the main ones we're going to be talking about, which is the carbohydrates, the proteins, and the fat. So the first things you want to understand when calculating your macros is how many calories are in a gram of each one. So here's a quick cheat sheet for you. Carbohydrates, 4 calories per gram. Protein, 4 calories per gram. And fat, 9 calories per gram. These are the numbers you're going to use in order to calculate and get an exact number, or close enough to exact, for your macronutrients, okay? So let's go ahead and jump into the example here. So here we're looking at the back of an oatmeal box. As you can see here, it says serving size, half a cup. Servings per container, 30. Calories, it has a little breakdown here, but we're not going to be worrying too much about all this. We're just worrying about the serving size, the fat, the carbohydrates, and the protein. You could eventually start getting into these here, like the saturated fat, trans fat. You don't want any trans fat ever. Unsaturated fat and monounsaturated fat. So, for the purpose of this video, we're going to keep it nice and clean and easy. We're just focusing on fat, carbohydrates, and protein. So again, we're just looking at the serving size and those three. So what we'll do here is, for example, here in the example, we have 2 serving sizes. So we know that each serving size is half a cup. So 2 times half a cup is going to be 1 cup. Alright, so that's what the example is going to be. So we have 1 cup. So in 1 cup, we're going to have 10 grams of protein times 4 calories, because every gram of protein is 4 calories. That's going to give us 40 calories. Carbohydrates, there are 54 grams times 4 calories, gives us 216. Fats, 6 grams here, times 9, 54. A simple way to figure it out here is, we know we're doubling the serving size, so all you have to do is times 2 on your fats, your carbohydrates, and your proteins, and that's how you will get these numbers here. And then you're going to times it against the calorie per gram here. That's going to give you your total calorie. Once we have our total calories for our protein, carbs, and fats, we're just going to add them up. That's going to give us a total of 320 calories. Now that's pretty close to what they're estimating here, right? Because they're estimating with half a cup you're getting 150. That means if you were to double, you should get 300, so it's a little bit more. Keep in mind, you're always going to be a little bit higher on this end here when you do it yourself. This is just an estimate. So now that we know this part here on how to calculate a meal, let's just say, now you're doing your workout program, and you have the amount of calories you're going to be doing for per week, and then from there you want to start decreasing them slowly or increasing them depending on your fitness goal. So let's jump into that here. We're going to stick with this here, with this example here. So let's just say you're starting off with 2,500 calories per week. The first thing is, you want to determine what kind of diet are you doing. Are you trying to lose weight? Are you trying to gain muscle? Or are you just trying to maintain? Here, this is more of a maintaining style, okay? You're going to have a 45% on carbs, 25% on fats, 30% of protein. Now these numbers can change, obviously, depending on what your goals are. So the way you would break it down is, once you have this number here, is you're going to times that by 0.45, that is the 45% for the carbohydrates. That is going to give you your calories, 1,125 calories. Now we did round up here just to keep the numbers nice and even. So, then we go here. We're going to then divide that by 4 grams, right? Because remember, there are 4 calories per gram of carbohydrates. That is going to give us 280 grams of carbs. So now we know that this is our daily intake of carbohydrates. This is about how much we should be taking in every day. And then we're going to do the same thing for fat here. 2,500 times 0.25 gives us 625 calories. Then we're going to divide that by 9, gives us 69 grams of fat. We know this is our daily number here. And then the same thing for protein here. 2,500 calories times 30% equals 750 calories. 750 divided by 4 equals 187 grams of protein. And then all we're going to do is we're going to add them all up, and that's going to give us our number. Now, are these numbers always going to add up perfectly? No, they're going to be, anywhere from 10 to 15, maybe 20 calories off. That's fine. I mean, unless you're trying to do a bodybuilding show or you're trying to cut weight for a specific sport, then you want to really get that detail. But overall, man, it's not going to really make that much of a difference. So this is how you're going to do that. Now, let's just say this is your number here that you're starting off with, and you decide, all right, well, I want to lose weight. So what I recommend is you stick to this number here for as long as you stop losing weight, okay? I always see people will start off with a number, let's say 2,500, and then next week they will reduce 200 or 300 calories. And I always ask them, why did you do that? Well, because I want to lose weight. Did you stop losing weight at 2,500? No. So why are you reducing the amount of energy that your body's taking in? Keep in mind, this is your energy. You don't want to reduce this, okay? You want to reduce this slowly. If you're losing weight, if you're eating this and in 3 weeks you're still losing 2 or 3 pounds a week, 2 pounds is good. 1.5 is also good. If you're only losing like a pound or 0.5, then you want to decrease the calories. But if you are eating 2,500 calories and 3-4 weeks go by and you're still losing 2 pounds a week, leave it. Leave it. Don't decrease it. You want to save this once your body adapts, because keep in mind, over time, your body is going to adapt to this, okay? Based on your level of exercise and what types of food you're eating, and of course your calorie intake. One of the things is, if you start reducing these numbers too fast, your body is eventually going to adapt, right? So you're not going to be able to cut your weight as long as you would if you were just waiting it out until you stop making progress, then you make the change. All right, that's how you're going to prolong this, because that's what you want to do. Once your body adapts, right, and let's just say, you're used to taking 2,500 calories, right, and then in a month, every week, you're shaving off 250. So in a month, you shave off 1,000. So now you have 1,500 calories that you're eating. If your body is used to eating 2,500, okay, now it's eating 1,500 as your energy source. What your body's going to try to do, because that's a huge decrease in a short amount of time, it is going to try to adapt and survive off of this. So what are the ways that it's going to try to survive? It's going to try to get rid of things in your body that are consuming a lot of energy that it feels it does not need. It's trying to prioritize. Because remember, your body doesn't care if you got huge biceps or a six-pack or a chiseled chest. It wants you to be it wants to keep your body balanced and staying consistent with the amount of energy it uses. So right now, if your body's used to using 2,500 calories and you shut it down to 1,500, once it starts adapting, it's going to, like I mentioned, it's going to try to get rid of, or not try, it will get rid of anything in your body that you're doing, or that's in your body that is using more energy than it should, or that it seems that it's like, hey, this is not as necessary, we're going to prioritize. And guess what? The number one thing that normally goes, muscle. That's right, because muscle requires a lot of energy. All right, it burns a lot of energy. So your body will look at the muscle and say, hey, our bills, we used to have this much in our account, but now we have this much and our bills are still at this much. We need to get rid of some of these bills. So what is it going to do? It's going to start slowly getting rid of your muscle mass. As your muscle mass starts to go away, your metabolism is not going to be as fast. You're not going to be burning energy at a higher rate, because guess what? Now you have less muscle, which requires a lot more energy to run. So now you're actually going to start gaining more fat. So that's why it's so important to really, once you track your macros, your macronutrients, to understand that is that You don't need to decrease your numbers until you stop losing weight. Okay, same thing goes for when you're gaining weight. If you're eating, let's say you're starting off at 2,500 and you're gaining weight every week, don't increase it. Leave it alone. I mean, you could only go so high before you start feeling sluggish, all right? Everybody has a tolerance, okay? Some people can eat 5,000, 6,000 calories a day and feel perfectly fine. Others eat 3,000 or 4,000 and then they feel like total garbage. And the reason is because remember, your body's using a lot of energy and a lot of blood to break down this food. So you're taxing your body a lot if you're giving it too much energy that it does not need. So you want to keep it at a nice balance and you want to see how you feel. Also see how you feel. If you're feeling good at 2,500 and you're still losing weight and you're still gaining weight, leave it. No need to change it. If you got to make a change because maybe you stop gaining weight or you stop losing weight, make small changes. Maybe decrease it by 200, 150 and see how you're feeling and see how the progress is going from there, because you don't want to shoot down to a number this low from here in such a short period of time. All right, my friends? So I hope you guys found this video informative. I hope this is going to help you on your diet plan, on getting shredded or getting jacked or getting both, whatever your goals are. Let me know in the bottom if you're currently tracking your macros, if there's any applications that you currently use that maybe you can help others. I know that MyFitnessPal is something that I have a lot of my clients on. And again, if you're interested in one-on-one coaching, I'm going to have the link in the bottom. You can apply for that, and if you're accepted, I can be your one-on-one coach. And yes, I am the one communicating with you. I don't hire anybody else. It is me. So the spots are very limited. But again, the link is going to be down in the description for the application. So don't forget to like my video, subscribe and share. I hope you learned something today. I hope this helps you on your fitness journey, guys. And thank you so much for the love and support, and peace out.